Hey everybody, my name is... Wait a minute here. Where am I? Wait a minute here. Let me just move some of these games that have come in. Oh, there I am. Hi, my name is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and welcome to North of 60 Gaming and what's come to my collection. And it is a pile. We haven't done this in a while. Today's a good morning to sit back and just go in and say, well, what's come in a little bit? And we've got a mix of things that have come in. Hopefully some of this might interest you as we go through what I brought in. Some of them are old, some of them are new. So without any further ado, let's go down to the table, and you can see this one right here, Avatar, Fire Nation Rising. This is brand new. In fact, I was just watching Becca Scott's video because I had no clue how this got to me, because it's not something I ordered, nor was it something I got through Everything Board Games. It just showed up my door. So it could be something that a publisher sent, because I have been sort of signing up for programs that send games to various publishers. But we'll talk more about that. Let's just go down to the table and start unpeeling of the layers here.
North of 60 Gaming presents OMG, what came in this week?
So here's a top-down view of all the layers of games and stuff that have come in, and there's quite a few things that have come in, and we're just going to peel them off a little bit, one at a time. And some of them are old, some are new. Sounds like almost like a wedding. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Well, there might be something blue, and there's something old, and yeah, actually there's something borrowed. Ooh, am I getting married? No, I don't think so. First up, let's just move this one over right here, Rune Age. So this is a deck building game of power and conquest in the land of Terranoff. Well, I do like Terranoff games. I have a few of them laying around. This one, I think, was published in 2012? Yeah, 2011. So it's an old game. It's a deck builder. It's an old FFG. Oops. It's a deck builder. It's an old FFG game that's been around for, well, a decade now. And I was able to get it for a decent price. And I thought, I love deck builders. I like the theme of the Terranoff games, Rune Bound and the other Rune Age games. So I thought, why not? The worst it'll be is a bomb. A game set in the Rune Bound. A game set in the Rune Bound universe. It is for how many? What does it say? It is for 14 and up, 2 to 4 players in 20 to 60 minutes, and it uses 6 sleeves. Now, I didn't open this, so I don't know if he sleeved them or not. I suspect not, so nothing is sleeved. Oh no, but it's all sorted at least. Okay, but that is the first of what's on the pile here. We're just going to make a pile of a pile. We'll start here with the Veil. There's a bunch of other things that go with it here. There it is, Dragon Wake, the Veil. The Veil is a interesting style of game. It's kind of a deck builder. It's similar to Heroes Realms, perhaps. This is the second one. There's 3 different ones out there. I had the first and third because I previewed the first and third. This one comes with its own solo mode. The rules are the rules. So no matter what set you have a set of rules that cover all the games. So it is a single rule set, but there's 3 different standalone games. And you can see here is the solo campaign. Whoops. You can see here is the solo campaign right there. This is the Dragon Wall, the Veil. It's for mature audience only. It's a module, contains disturbing, violent, graphic text. And you can see there we are. Honor and Glory. For more, more game content is available on our website, Death Angel Online. So that is the Veil. It is a small box game. They're always attractive. And we have a couple other decks. We have the stretch goals, and we have the enemies and allies. And I believe those are for the solo. And we're just going to put that way up here for the moment. Let's clear off the center area here. And Not Another Fetch Quest. So this is the production version of Not Another Effing Quest, which is the original name. It was a bunch of exclamation marks, but they decided to go with a real name, partly because it's way more searchable. And people might be, put off by the name that basically says, I'm going to swear at you, Fetch Quest. It was a cute little game. I remember playing it, 2 to 7 players. That's a good count. I think it's 11 and up. Yeah, and 30 to 6 minute playtime. So you don't often get games that are 2 to 7 count, and it's a very simplistic game, really. So something to look at if you're looking for stocking stuffers. We may take this back out and take a look at it. I'm working on a game right now called Conquest Dice. It's in editing now. It's the first of my stocking stuffers. We may take a look at this one. Let's put that way over here. This is the Borrowed. This is from Ed Butt at the Coyotes Restaurant, who is opening up the tabletop games and collectibles, where it should be opened up in February. We're going to knock on wood on that one. The slot walls are ordered. We have 4 tables for Magic, 2 gaming tables, and we will have the retail space. We'll be covering sleeves, D&D, Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood. We're going to have a variety of board games, sleeve accessories, dice, things like that, things to support your gaming needs. And we should be open in February. Then the board game cafe will open, and then we'll have a pool hall opening. We'll be doing some catering, so watch out for that. So the Coyotes, which is on the main street of Yellowknife at the moment, will be moving to the new location eventually, probably after everything gets settled. There is a lot of work to go, thousands of square feet. I will be managing the board game store, which is very exciting for me, considering I'm at retirement age, but I'm going into a new space. And this game is called, I should say, I talked all about that, but we didn't talk about the game Scale Up. Start Up, Screw Up, Scale Up. So this is about building a entrepreneurial, enterprise-based kingdom. And are you going to be at the top? Can you do the best? Can you build your business, hire the people, have the setbacks, take advantage of golden opportunities? I don't know. We will find out in a Scale Up. I like that. Start Up, Screw Up, Scale Up. I work and we sort of, I'm not getting into that. So that's that particular game there, right there. This one was interesting. So here, we'll bring this one here. There we are. Avatar Fire Nation. Sorry about the lights and reflections, but it's in shrink. So it doesn't always play nice. Oh my gosh. I said there's a lot of games here. There we are. Avatar Fire Nation. I love the box. And along with the premium dice. But I have no idea where this game came from. I didn't order it. I think it might have been Everything Board Games. It could be one of those programs. We'll review it anyway. It's not a game typically that I would put into my collection. It is a dice game where you're going to be matching dice onto some cards, and you're going to take allies, fight villains, to the ultimate battle, to whether or not you will destroy the ultimate bad guy. And I'm not really into Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have seen some episodes over the years, but I'm not into it that big. So, and anime games have never been of interest. It's not the art that I am looking for. But hey, maybe I'll love it. And I do want to play it. I have friends. I think they would enjoy it. Right. You should be amazed that I have friends, I guess. Okay, here we are. We have Hall of the Mountain. No, not Hall. Fall of the Mountain King. There we are. Let's just see if we can bump things along just a little bit here. Hang on a second, folks. Along with the new space, I will be having a better studio where I won't have reflections like you see here. I am in a tiny, tiny space, and I have a light standard, a couple lights, but I don't have any way to wash the lights out, like having a light over there and having a light over there at the same time coming in to wash the light out so you can prevent some of this glare and stuff. I live with it. I can't do anything about it for now. More to come. Fall of the Mountain King. This is a prequel to Hall of the Mountain King. A fun little game where you go around and build idols and things like this. And I guess at this point, we want to look at why it fell. It is from Burnt Island Games. don't know much about it. I missed the Kickstarter, and I was able to pick up a copy for about the same price, so I bought it. I missed the campaign at the time. Other priorities. It happens, right? Hopefully we'll get into this. So, but the Hall of the Mountain Kings was fun. Piling up on the floor. Okay, here we are. Call to Adventure. So this is a standalone version of the Call to Adventure, where you build your heroes and throw runes. You can see some promos. So this is a Epic Origins. So this is the Epic Origins, and you choose your path, cast your runes, gather your party, and you can. I think there's some aspects of fighting like the other ones. You can see the runes over here. So I'm looking forward to 54 character cards, 11 adversary cards. It can be mixed with the original game. Begin building your character with your Heritage, Origin, Motivate, and Destiny cards. During the game, add more cards to your story as you acquire traits, cast the runes, gather your party, play through a multi-season campaign building new heroes as you face each new adversary. Play heroes and anti-hero cards to improve your odds. So this is I guess there's a little bit of more of an aspect here, and you can see some promos here. Not the way I would have done. They were just kind of laying on the box when it came in. So we have 2 Heed to Calls and Necessary Evils and stuff. But I do like Call to Adventure. So there's the original 2 expansions, the Stormlight, which I believe is Brandon Sanderson, and the other one, which I fail to remember, and then this original Call to Adventure here. So very excited to be looking at that. I do like that game. Okay, you can see still we're building. Let's bring this one in and take a look at it here. Oh, I gotta make some room now. Here it is. Oh my gosh, Brian Sanderson's The Reckoners. I bought this used. Got a good price for it. I hadn't seen it before. I think it came out in 2017. 1 to 6 players, 14 and up, 75 minutes, where you run around and try to save the world from the ultimate bad guy. What you're trying to do is prevent your population from being totally decimated. And I never really saw this game until I looked at it and said, "Oh, somebody had it for sale. Okay, I'm going to buy it." So I did. So that is Brendan Sanderson's The Reckoners. Oh, I'm running out of room here. I told you my space is so tiny. What do we have over here? Okay, we're going to bring the next one up. Oh, Chaos Order. That's just released. This is Circadians. So this is the second of it. This is Chaos Order. It is heavy. It wasn't expensive, but wow, this is big. Let's take a look at the back here. Okay, we got some really neat stuff. It looks really interesting. It's an asymmetrical faction. It's a competitive, confrontational area control game with highly asymmetric factions. Each faction has a unique leader and attributes. Oh, it's a long playing game too, 2 to 4 hours. Players 2 to 5, ages 14 and up, and it's a long playing game. I'm not always interested in long playing games, so we're going to have to see how that kind of plays out as we go through things, as we're coming down the last couple of games. Anyway, here we go. Here we are, Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition. I already have a copy. Board Game Bliss had this for $20. So I thought, well, I'll pick it up because a store copy for the new store in February, and I will be able to put it in the store and just have people play it and demo it. This is the collector's edition, so it includes the really nice double layer trade and the custom storage trays that you don't get in the retail. But at $20, I thought that was a steal. I was surprised to see it at discounted prices like that, to tell you the truth. And here's the last one. Sky Mines. There's been a lot of talk of this one. Pegasus Spiel. Javier Inculum. Looks like that might be the artist, perhaps. We have Alexander Feister and Victor Kobilki. And this is a resource-based game. What does it say? It says, 50 years ago, humanity began mining the moon and asteroids for decades. The task was firmly kept in the hands of world government. but recently turmoil has caused the enterprise to collapse. Now adventurous companies and private investors take to the sky to revive the mining network. Whew. It does have a solo mode. This is brand new, 2022. Mine the moon or the asteroids on a belt. Expert game with clever card planning and hand management system. Includes 3 modules of a 4-chapter campaign and a card deck for simulating the virtual player Luna. Since I am very interested, of course, in solo gaming, that would be good. So we've got a pretty good haul over the last few weeks. There's other things that have come in. I've got Red Cathedral, the expansions in. I know I picked up some Marvel Champions. I think it was Cyclops, and I got in my bin Wolverine, the X-Men, basically, because they're coming along as well too. But basically, this is the newest. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here, and hopefully you get an idea of what I'm buying. And I wasn't particularly helpful in telling you what games you should buy. That's not really what I'm here to do today. Here I'm just kind of showing you what's come into my collection. Most of these games are science fiction-y. That's a big theme for me. Fantasy, things like that. I like simple games, so I think I saw the playthrough of Brandon Sanderson's Reckoners. It looked pretty simple. I know that the Call to Adventure is fairly simple. I know not another fetch quest is. Oh, I can't. It's like 6 in the morning. Give me a break. Not another fetch quest is fairly simple. I don't think Sky Mines it's going to be a little heavier. I definitely think that Circadians is going to be brutal, and Fire Nation looked, which is the Avatar game, looked pretty simple. So I think all in all, we got a mix of hard and simple. Should be able to cover it. But I am looking forward to playing this today. My wife and I are going to go out and we're going to play, I think, Arcana Rising. I think we're going to go over to Coyotes for brunch and play there, though I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. We've been sort of babying a puppy that's not been the best. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. And for those who are dog owners and have puppies, she's 4 months old, a beautiful little puppy. Maybe I'll flash a picture up of her. Her name is Gita. Known at the pound as Selena, came in as Selena. She was surrendered as from a family that kind of just walked in and said, we don't want the puppy anymore, we're moving, she can't come with us, here you go. That's not how our SPCA works. Usually you have to call and we have to find room for them. Fortunately for the SPCA, there's people like myself who are willing to take in puppies at a moment's notice, which we did. Like, it was literally like, can you take a puppy? When do you want me to pick her up? Oh, well, we're just waiting for the vaccination. So you want me to wait in the morning? Or no, come right now. Come after 5. And that's exactly kind of what we did. We went up, picked her up. She was like 7 kilos. Now, she's a Husky Shepherd cross, 4 months old at 16 weeks. 7 kilos is underweight. I mean, that's only about 16 pounds. My Corvus, our Mexican hairless, who's 20 pounds, and he's full grown, and she was skinnier, taller, thinner, and skinnier than him. We've put on a little weight, but she's having a little stomach problems now. She got into some adult dog food, which has now upset her tummy, and now we're dealing with that aftermath. But folks, I know Christmas is coming. And let's go to a little bit of an editorial here, I guess. With Christmas coming, keep in mind that animals, dogs, cats, whatever you're considering for a pet is not a Christmas gift. It is a lifelong commitment to an animal that you bring into your house that could be anywhere from 10, 15, 20 years, depending on the breeds and the type of animals, or longer if you're getting into like birds. You could be 70 or 100 or 150 years. Dogs, not so much, 15 to 20, depending on the breed. 10 if you really like the big breeds. We have the medium-sized breeds, so typically, we look for 14 years, 15 years, maybe less, maybe more. But remember, don't think that a puppy is really cute, because puppies are cute. and they are wonderful. And as they grow, they develop their personalities. They start to nip. You have to be patient to make sure that they get housebroken. Like, this girl is not housebroken. She's doing well, except for the little issue that we're having right now, but she's doing pretty well. And you just have to remember that they become members of your family, and I care for each and every one of my 6 dogs. And one of them is now having seizures, of course, and she's on meds. And then I have one that has lymphoma. She's on meds. She's our oldest girl right now. She's 12 years old. And knock on wood, when the doctor said she may not live, a couple of weeks, and here we are 10 months later, and she's still doing really, really well. And she's going to have a blood test this week. But just remember that these animals are not a gift. They are a lifelong commitment. They do cost money. So if you're not prepared to lay out a few $1,000s a year, I mean, minimally, you hope that it's only $150 to $200 a year. You go in once, they give you your rabies vaccinations, you say, thanks, doc, I'll see you. But when you have dogs that are on meds and having seizures and have to go in and there's emergencies, you've got to be prepared to say and watch your dogs and bring them in and take care of them just like you would your kids. These are my kids. These are my babies. And I call them my babies. And I cuddle with them in the morning. They jump. I was on my chair this morning, and they jump up on my lap, and we all have a big group cuddle with like 100 pounds of dogs on me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So aside from games as great Christmas gifts, pets are not. So keep that in mind. Put a game in a stocking. Conquest Dice, another fetch quest. Scale Up. All those little box games. Doom Machine. I love Doom Machine. Any of the tiny epics, perfect for stocking stuffers. And that's what you want to buy people for Christmas. Or socks and underwear, like I used to get. Or as my Aunt Dolores used to send me, give us Avon. She used to sell Avon, and we'd get Avon every year. And my grandmother back in the 60s would be soap on a rope. And it'd be funny. We'd be sitting around at Hanukkah, Christmas time, and Aunt Dolores would send the gifts over, and we'd open them up, and it would be like, oh, it's from Aunt Dolores. Oh, it's another shirt, socks, and Avon. And it would be the joke of Christmas morning. So there you go. Have a great day. If you like my ramblings and like what you saw this morning, please hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated that you show some. It just shows that you're watching and you enjoy it, and it'd be nice to have you in that community. If you hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. I can't stress more that that the more that I get subscribers and the more likes, it just encourages me to keep going. I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years. I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for Patreon. I don't ask you to send me money. I don't ask money from publishers. So anything you see here, aside from the Avatar game, has been bought by my own money, either backed by Kickstarter, bought used, scoured the world for copies of unusual games. Typically they're my games. So only about 5% of, 10% of my videos are really things that come in from publishers. I do one a week. So between, I'd say about 10 a year from publishers, the other 40 are mine. So just show, if you would, it'd be greatly appreciated that you hit the subscribe on the way out. The one that swirls is a fun one. I love that little icon. So that swirls and swirls and swirls and swirls around. I wish you could just click it as it's going and it would just go subscribe, but it doesn't work that way. You got to go down and subscribe. Put some comments in. Do you have games that I should be looking at? What's good in my collection? I love fantasy games, love deck builders. I love older games. If there's a gem out there that you have and would highly recommend, put it down in the comments. Would love to hear about it. Maybe it's something I should look at too. I am looking for a copy of Witches of Toria, which came out about 2018, I think, 2019. The only place in the world that sells this is Amazon Brazil, and I can't buy it from Amazon Brazil because you have to have a CPF number, which is some taxation number, which I found is really weird as an international buyer, that I can't buy from Brazil without this number myself. And there's no way to override it from a Canadian perspective. And of course, the couple Brazilians I know don't have those numbers anymore. They've expired. And then we're like, I've asked around, can't find anybody in Brazil that will send me the game and buy it. I certainly would send that money to them and have them send it to me, but that's not what's happening. Anyway, everybody, hit the swirl on the way out. Laters.